Good morning, happy Thursday, happy birthday, welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. Hello to all my replay viewers. I've just realised I stopped saying hello to my replay viewers a long time ago. Hello replay viewers, how you doing? Give me a hashtag replay if you're watching the replay, because I love you guys, because you come back and watch me later instead of live. Love the live guys as well, of course, but they're not usually here at the beginning of the video. So you guys, the replay viewers, are the ones that see this bit here. Right. Why do I hate myself? I don't really hate myself. It's a bit of clickbait, if I'm perfectly honest, but it was more a case of I didn't want to say, why do you hate yourself? Which I thought was a bit too provocative on this video. But essentially, for people who are like I was many years ago when I did hate myself. Morning, Tom. How you doing? This might be helpful to you to see where it all comes from, which comes from the video of the day from, well, one of the videos of the day, linked below. It just says reprogramming and something like that. Bob Proctor talks about this. As I was listening to him, I was realizing that it's basically the same stuff as I teach, but I teach in a slightly different way, and so I'm going to modify it slightly and build it into what I teach as well, which is kind of cool. The en-spresso video of the day is also really good from Evan Carmicheal, who thought about starting your own business. He talked about just cracking on with it and following your dreams and making moves and doing the things you love, which is kind of cool. The book of the day is interesting but not really relevant to today's conversation. It's about having a better business. It's about the I think it's the story of the guy who started Fubu. I'd never heard of it myself, although I think I recognise the logo, I think, if I saw it, which is for us, by us, where Fubu comes from. The guy who started that is a hip-hop brand in New York originally. It started or something, so but really interesting about running businesses and stuff. I think, Tom, you're in retail, aren't you? So it might be interesting for you to read and listen to. Cool. Right. So why do I hate myself? I don't really hate myself, but other people might hate themselves, and people who are watching this might hate themselves. And I just realised I haven't done my timer thing again. It's really annoying when I do that, because I don't have no idea how long I've been speaking for, because Facebook doesn't tell you, and the clock on your phone doesn't pop up when you first start. So 9:39 it says now. So we'll see how we go. I'll try and finish in the next 6 minutes, and that should be comfortably under 10 minutes. Right. It's because of the programming. Bob Proctor does a little great picture. He does a picture of himself as a little baby, and he has this like open cup, and then the body is underneath the open cup. And as a baby, you're accepting ideas constantly into your brain, and they become your subconscious. And then he has this sort of line here, which creates your subconscious underneath here, and then your conscious brain sits on top here. So this is my conscious brain up here, and then my subconscious brain is kind of under here, and my rest of my body is under here. And as a baby, you're completely programmable. You're everything, you kind of believe everything you see, and everything you're told by your parents, your teachers, the people around you. Obviously not as a baby, but as you grow up to the age of 7, they always do say, if you give me a man at the age, it was Aristotle, I think it was, said this, or Plato, I'm not sure, one of those guys, said, give me a boy at the age of 7 and I'll show you the man. Now, obviously, that's back in the days when sexism didn't exist. But show me the person at the age of 7 and I'll show you the person, the child at 7 and I'll show you the person as an adult. Because basically we get all this programming before the age of about 7, and all these belief systems are sort of instilled in us, and they become what Bob Proctor calls a paradigm, which I would call programming, unconscious programming, unconscious programming. I call it unconscious programming as opposed to subconscious. I think subconscious is kind of the stuff that we kind of know has been programmed into us, like habits and things like that. And then unconscious programming is the stuff that is like drilled into us completely, and we kind of can't believe differently. It takes a massive, as most people would say, paradigm shift to get out of those belief systems. Cults would be the classic example of that, where you completely involved in the cult system, and to leap out of that, it's really hard to do that. Just checking on time. So it's that programming that comes into us, and the way to do that is of course to repeatedly make changes, make efforts to move yourself forward and change the way you think, and start to love yourself again. Which brings me on to the book, which I'm reading at the moment, Loveability, which is just brilliant. It's really nice. Got lovely small chapters as well, so you can read like one chapter in about 10 or 15 minutes, and then if you've got time you can read a second chapter as well. It's really cool, and it's all about love, and it's really focusing me on the things that I love, about what I teach and how I teach it and what I want to teach in the future as well. Brainwashing, exactly. is, and I'm trying to brainwash people to love more. that's my thing, and love the world more, and love everybody more, and be more inclusive, rather than exclusive and hate. There was I wrote, actually, one of my notes I wrote down here was love versus God. That's my video I did yesterday live. And I was thinking, well, it's not really love versus God, because after thinking about it a lot more, what I realized is that actually kind of love is God, or God is love. And actually there is a phrase in the Bible, I think, isn't it, called God is love or something like that. And that's true. And I also think that God is not an external, personally, my beliefs, this is my belief system. I don't believe God is outside us. There's not this being in the present. I believe God is inside us. That is our soul, is what God is. And I believe that is love. And if we display love and show love, then we are displaying and showing better God in a better light, I guess you could say, or displaying the light of God. I'm not very religious at all, so but what I did write down also is, after I said that, is love versus hate. And I thought / religion, because actually religion is the thing that creates the division, isn't it? It's the religion that causes, you must practice your love and your devotion to God in this way, and if you don't show your devotion to this specific God in this specific way, then you're an enemy of us. And that's just craziness, because we're all human beings. We all should be loving each other. There's that dog, remember him from a few weeks ago, waiting for the girl to throw the ball. I have no idea. It was 7:39, wasn't it? Yeah, so we've done 5 minutes on that, so better start wrapping up. Yes, lots of other things in that book, but it was really good. So I'm really looking forward to exploring this concept a little bit further. It'll be an ongoing theme for a few weeks now, so I don't need to push it too much right now. Yes, love out and you will get it back, exactly. Love other people and you will get love back. If you throw hate out, you'll get hate back. So I could say a couple of times in the past I've talked about verbal Aikido, which a friend of mine in America teaches. I can't remember it now. I must remember to look up his name. And he talks about when somebody's fighting with you. Aikido is the idea of using other people's energy against them, so you kind of just dodge, and then so if somebody throws you a punch, you just grab their arm as they go past and you throw them on the floor, rather than trying to block like karate does, block the verbal attacks, as it were. But if you can ride with it and send love back, then it diffuses the situation and creates a better environment for everybody involved. So that's what I want to do, is create more love in the world. And actually one of my watchers, one of my quiet watchers, hope she doesn't mind me saying Sally, wrote to me a while back and said she loved the ones that I did when I actually talked about love. So clearly that's something I think, and it feels good to me as well. So it's something I want to talk about more and bring more into what I teach and how I teach it. Because one of the things I tried to do before was call myself a relationship magician, which is all about relationships with other people, but also a relationship with yourself. So it's all kind of mixed up in the same package, really, is because once you start to love yourself and stop hating yourself, then it's much easier for you to love other people. And understand why other people do things the way they do them, versus the way that you're doing them. And you can compare your belief systems, that subconscious thing I talked about at the beginning here. Some people have subconscious beliefs, and then you can say, okay, you've got these subconscious beliefs, I got these subconscious beliefs, or unconscious beliefs actually, and let's see if we can come together. I've done this before, where it's upside down heart, but it's a heart. So we can come together, and maybe it's what you start with, these conscious bits of the brain up here. Oh, look at this, it's cool, isn't it? And bring these together, and then we can bring our unconscious hearts together and create heart and love. That's that beautiful, isn't it? Lovely. Cool. Thanks for the heart, by the way. I'm loving the hearts, guys. Thanks very much indeed. I'm hoping that's under 10 minutes. We'll see. If I have to edit it down, that's going to be annoying, but anyway. Hello, viewer, just popped in. Don't see who that was, but I'm just wrapping up now, hoping I'm under 10 minutes. Going to send out love. Lending out love to everybody. If you noticed, I do that at the end of every single one of my videos, so it's a constant theme that subconscious theme, I guess, for my whole thing. Just going to check on the time, 46. I'm sure I've gone over 10 minutes, but there we go. Have a lovely Friday, everybody. I'm going to go and run back home in the rain. It is raining, by the way, hence my big raincoat I've got going on here. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye, guys. Love you all. Oh, it's Lucy. Hello, Lucy. You'll like this one. Go back and watch the beginning of it. It's kind of fun. Bye.